Now, you see, this conversation here is spiritual conversation. And some people will find this real, real hard to understand. But you know, you have a choice. Now, throughout the Bible, it's about people that had encounters. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house, then he had an encounter. He killed an Egyptian because he started to find himself. Moses was in Abraham was in his father's house. He had an encounter, he leave his father and gone. Paul was in his own space. He leave all of that and he gone, fall off his horse. And I could go on and on because you know what I'm talking about. Now here where you're missing all them situations that you see there. Something initiated change. And you see, once you start to come to a spiritual awakening, because that's what really happening, you know. Some driving force in them set them to purpose. And they all made history, that's why they're in the book. Now, all of them had a spiritual encounter where they were separated to deal with this self. Whether you do believe it have a God, whether you believe it's the universe, whether you believe it's Odolomari, whether you believe it's Ram Shiva, whether you believe it's Allah. It doesn't matter what you believe. You know, some Christians don't hear me say why now say there. Because it's Jesus and Jesus. Yeah, but we come from different cultures. And until the day come where we could start to respect that people come from different culture and understand that just as how we didn't always know Jesus, we didn't always want no spirituality. And when you grow up in church, the people that grow up in church is the most dangerous one. Because plenty of them just have to live a hypocrite life. On the outside, they're showing themselves. That's why plenty people who are pastors and elders and church just have issues with the children. Because why? Sometimes you want to force the thing down your child's throat for how you supposed to look. Not for the benefit of the child, you know, because plenty people in church, they really don't even know what really going on with this God thing, you know. You know, and a bigging up spiritual Baptist boy. A bigging up spiritual Baptist because spiritual Baptists need to be big up. You see, from the time I get my call, let me talk about myself a little bit. When I got my call, I was told baptize or die. I had a spiritual encounter with a spirit being that came to me and tell me baptize or die. You hear what I'm telling you? That happened on Thursday, this Sunday. I was in an accident. I'm talking about spiritual encounter, awakening. You understand what I'm saying? I was told I would die at the age of 35, not understanding spiritual thing. And the October when I was going to be the age of 36, and the October when I was going to be 36, I was ordained at the age of 35. And I'm saying the spiritual awakening is your consciousness in your family. There is a spiritual awakening when your inner person start to tell your outer person, time for purpose. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. It have a consciousness outside it that is going to bring you to a place where you go start to have value to yourself. You see, and a lot of people walking around and claiming that they are Christians and they have no value to themselves, you know. They have value to the church, they have value to the pastor, they have value to the mother in the church, to the elders, to all the hierarchies, to the system at church. But to their own self, they don't have no value because they can't really see the value in themselves unless it is reflected through being obedient in the service that they give. And they even studying that is God pleased with the service. Is the higher power, is the inner self. You know when you're done, you know, as a hairdresser, when you're done do a hair, are you pleased or you just say, all right, did you do your best? You're a tailor, you make a suit for somebody and you look at them, did you consider that your best? Or you say, they could do that in nobody and let them go with that. A welder, you weld up something, you see some spots missing, but you know it go hold up. You say, right, you leave that. The point I'm making is what you're settling for. What is your standard? What is your quality at what your best is? What is your quality at what you could give off? You see, and a lot of people running into church with a misconception that they go to get saved. You know? Well, you could save what you don't even know what it is. Because plenty of people don't even understand spirit. Plenty of people have had an encounter, but not a spiritual encounter. Plenty of people have not really experienced God. You experience an emotional awakening, not a spiritual awakening. Oh, Jesus have mercy. A lot of people have encountered, all right, you have a relationship, you had a fallout, somebody tell you, come let me pray for you. You have an emotional awakening. That's not no spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening brings you in confrontation with you. A spiritual awakening brings you that something inside you just tell you it need to come out. It need to go to another level. Them is like how spiritual thing does happen, you know. And then when you really get a good spiritual encounter, or you see a good manifestation of spirit, let me tell you something, you can manifest anything. Because you see, all spirit want to do is manifest. And a lot of people getting caught up with that because all kind of spirit getting manifest. Let me tell you something, when you go to a party, it just have bankers, it just have lawyers in party, it just have teachers, it just have the vagabond, it just have the thief, it just have all kind of people coming to listen to the same music. You know why? Because everybody want to feel something. So don't feel them spirit and they may want to feel something, you know. They want to feel a vibration and they want to feel an energy. But you see what happened? They don't have the legal rights that you have. You see the legal rights. You see being able to be this man or this woman or this boy or this girl, they don't have that freedom. That's why they always want. That's why fear want to manifest on you. That is why rage want to manifest on you. All you know that, get tired. All them things that manifest in the spirit. That's why the Bible tell you the principles of the Bible are real powerful. You know? You have to know what you're looking for, and you go here. People, watch me, the truth is hidden in plain sight. But you see, if you don't know how to close your eye and see, then you will be blind. Let me say that again. The truth is hidden in plain sight. But if you do not know how to close your eyes and see, you'll remain blind. Let me leave this conversation right there. Think about it. Think about your inner self. That self that really is purposeful. Not that self that take what the world tell them. And that's what's going on, you know. The world tell you this is what you're supposed to be. But yourself just tell you who you are. This conversation kind of high for you, you know. But take the knowledge or pass it by.